So, Dr. Elena, thank you so much.
Yes.
You were still talking about the delays. Delay number 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Delay number 2, getting back to our question, why women die?
Yes, why women die.
Delay number 2 is delay in the transport system.
Yes.
From home to the facility.
Hospital. Yes.
Now, Jeffrey, you have ambulances.
Oh, please, thank you.
People should have your numbers.
Yes.
Every woman, every family should have the numbers.
Thank
because
you.
that alone causes death. And this is how it causes death. Ojja kutuuka ekiseera ssaawa 9 ogw'ekiro. Oba amafuta gawedde mu motoka. Oba just, mechanical errors.
Yes.
Ojja ganze nina X awaka, I have 3 cars. Okay? But have a number of an emergency responder. Have a number of JFRAT. Okay?
Yes.
So, ojja kutuuka ssaawa 9. She's bleeding. Okay? Oba ebisa bitandise. Enkuba etonya. Amasannyalaze gagenze. Oba obeera wala from where you had planned to deliver from. Okay? Nowadays, abantu baagala nnyo okugendako eyo munda gye baba babeera because the environment, amayumba, there is good fresh air. So, akasozi, enkuba etonya, oluguudo balusibye balukola. Okay? So, the transportation. And I'm talking about people in Kampala. Okay?
Yes.
So, transportation alone, wotukira mu ddwaliro, either the baby has lost their life or the mother's life is compensated. How is the mother's life compensated? Pressure yalinye dda, takyabitegeera, ebisabize, omusayi gumuweddemu, n'abaana eyabise because of the contractions w'ofunira transport. Now let's go outside Kampala. Let's go maybe Kasese, where the roads are hilly. Maybe in the rural areas, transportation is a real challenge.
Yes.
And it causes mothers to die and babies. Ensozi nnyingi wagendera watukira ku government facility wabeera wala. Oba wa boda boda, taina wa boda boda kumpi, taina number. Okay? Yeah. So it affects all of us. Sub-Saharan Africa, we have the same problems. Whether osomi oli mu Kampala wano, you need an emergency responder. So transport yoka can fail you.
Yes.
And the problem with us is sometimes we think ebintu bino, ebintu like nzadde, obanze, I have my sister, but preparedness. You have to be ready for anything because we are talking about maternal emergencies. Kijja kutuukako, and some of you will agree. Bibatuse ko babituse ku muntu gw'omanyi.
Yes,
okay?
I know some.
So delay number 2 is delay in the transport system. Oluguudo balukola, oyina kuyita eno, oyina kwetoloola eri. Okay? And you're losing time. Ebintu byaffe by'abakyala mbagambye dakiika budakiika. Kuba afa ayogera afa kutunulidde bwati. Yeah, and life is going. So tukagamba go to sedate, baby amazi yagononye, ate kati baby bichi, ate baby afudde, we are sorry, etc. Oba we have a facility here. Omukyala amaze okuzaala bleeding anyonyo, you don't have blood. You need an ambulance to transfer. Even if it's a health facility, have your numbers. Have the numbers of the Ministry of Health, maternal responding emergencies. So transport issues wakati yao. That is the second delay.
Thank you so much, Dr. Elena. Before you go to the third delay, I just want to say something. People out there, she has talked about have a number of an emergency responder. One of the services we offer here at JFRAT is first aid trainings. We've empowered and equipped people out there about emergencies. One of our very own staff was able to say thank you for the services I've learned because she was able to administer first aid to a workmate. Now that was a workmate. Imagine you're well equipped with first aid knowledge in a time, like she said, you're in Kasese, no power, no boda, no ambulance. But that knowledge you sat down to learn one day. It has helped you save a neighbor's life. By the time you're able to get to a health center, by the time it is broad daylight, you were there to give first aid, to keep this mother in position to wait long enough, or probably to even have them deliver. Are we together? So thank you so much, Dr. Elena. It's not just about the first aid responder themselves here at JFRAT, but even you who is out there, who is watching, and you want to have a first aid training in that very area, it is very possible for you. You can come, you can contact us and have your own individual first aid training for yourself to be prepared for that day. Like she has said, when you're not within Kampala, you're not able to get the first transport to get to the health facility. Thank you so much. You can tell us about the third delay. Yes.
So going back to the third delay on why women die, And this is going to be very interesting because this is the delay at the facility.
Wow.
At the hospital, at Kawempa, at Mulago, at Midland Healthcare, at Nakasero, at wherever.
Yes, yes.
Gatuse, ku facility.
Yes.
That is the delay.
Wow.
Now, that is wide, okay? But I'll try to give you different examples. Why? Let me start with what Jeffrey is passionate about. Training. Omuntu gwosanzeewo. Does she have the knowledge to understand it? This is the emergency. This is what I have to do.
Yes.
Does she have that knowledge? He or she? If it is a doctor, okay, do I have the skill? If the mother is bleeding severely, do I have the skill to operate and do whatever, either billing, surgery, or whatever skill I have to save the life of the mother? If it is a midwife, do I have the skill to do active management of third stage if the mother has finished delivering? Do I have the skill to understand this is severe bleeding, I must do something? If it is an administrator, this is the third delay. Again, if it is an administrator, why did you move with the key that locks the drugs, emergency drugs? The woman is dying, the baby is dying.
I know.
Okay? If it is maybe, have you been paid? How is your attitude? Nkoi, sinalia. You're coming at 2 a.m. You were supposed to have an appointment the other day, so my attitude.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So the third delay is wide. Are there drugs? Are there gloves? Do I know how to take a blood pressure for this woman? Yes, I may have been trained, but do I do it accurately? And do I record it? It is wide. Because if I have taken it, I have to record it. Okay? For you to come and see, okay, wano pressure yali fine, kati tulabe gende erinya. Now we have to intervene.
Yes.
The lab personnel. Do I have the right material that I need? Because currently, they are telling us we have to do sickle cell screening. There are all those screenings that we have to do. Ogendo kwesanga, she's bleeding, I need to know the blood group. I need to do, to type the blood. I need to take off blood slide for malaria. She's febrile, she's hot. Chala yochanyo, sesema. Atakambabulide ku facility. Now this goes to the health workers.
Yeah.
Ebiseera ebisinga, when these women come in, when you're working, for example, in maternity, okay, we tend to look at the pregnancy and we forget the woman. So once you look at a pregnancy and forget the woman, third delay. You're going to study all your things about bleeding after delivery, what we call PPH. Naye omukyalo ono abadde n'anemia, abadde talina musaayi gumala. Oba omukyalo ono mulwadde wa mutima, naye takimanyi. Jjukira omulwadde w'omutima talina na reserve, nti ye akasaayi kabeera kakagwamu yakavaamu omusaayi mutono, n'afa n'akutuka. Then you say, what has happened? Yinga the blood loss is not. So we shall do all the trainings, emotive, byonna tubikole. Naye mu labour wards zaffe temuli ECG, temuli echo. Abalwadde b'emitima bangi, abakyala abafa. If you go to Uganda Heart Institute, you'll get the statistics. There's quite a percentage, I think 17% are diagnosed even after delivery. Nga yakazala, then the heart is trying to compensate. Kuba musaayi guvudde mungi, then you, what is happening? No, naye abasinga basa we go vaginal exam, naye nga toli mulwadde wa mutima agenda kufa. Third delay is wide. Tufa ku bleeding, oba tufa ndwadde za mitima. What is killing? What is killing these women? So that is a question that we also have to understand. Abakyala balina eddooko lirino liraba. Si buli ddooko linti lirabika. But we've had women in labor who come with what we call a thyroid storm. Azze agenda kuzala naye asesema. No, let me even first take you back to antenatal. Kubera tuli mu facility oze mu ddwaliro okufuna antenatal wonna bafiirawo. Okay? Azze asesema. Okay? Asesema ayocha ali a little bit confused. Waliwo abajanga sawa sibitegeera obudde oba sawa mmeka. What happens? Immediately tugamba olubuto lukyali luto okusesema kuli normal. It is not normal. Omukyala ayinza okuba ina thyroid crisis that is going to kill her. Okay? So third delay, if I'm talking about it from my experience, it is wide.
It is wide.
And I really want this to get to the health workers. Wamulaba abantu nga balese training, totuula nti nze mmanyi nasoma. There is no training that is, even me up to now I still get trained by Jeffrat. Kano munzijukizeemu. Omukyala ali lubuto kati tumupositioninga, but I keep asking you people, what are the new things, because mwe mubeera ne updates all the time. Nti no, we no longer position like this, we do this, so that omutima. Okay? Kati oli mu taxi. Otambula oli mu taxi, omukyala akoze eki, ali awo atandise okwesika asesema, mudduka buddusi mumusitudde mu position ate embi, kubanga eno wansi emisuwa mingi. So those small things of mukyuseko bw'atyo olubuto oludde ku side, emisuwa omusayi gutambula, those things are very important. So training is very critical for everyone, whether you're a gynecologist, whether you're a medical officer or you're who. Get trained. Information take adiwa. It's for your own good. So those are the 3 delays why women die.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've elaborated them very well. Actually, just to add on, not that I'm an expert here, but I love what you've said about it being not just about the health worker, that even an admin who went with keys that belong to the store for drugs or the theater is also held responsible. Yes. And now that is even very sad that the very health facility I've come to for help is failing me when I've come to the best people.
Yes.
Actually, now that drives me to another question, then we take a break. That Organza Noyogera, you've talked about the things women assume. That even, I thought it's only us, but if Musao sees me vomiting on my first month of pregnancy and says, Asesema, basesema, olubuto luto, you know, yet you've talked about something you've called a thyroid crisis. If you could at least, anyway, talk more about it. But talk more about it in the line of the myths and conceptions we've had, the misconceptions we've had about pregnancy. I'll give you 2 or 3 that I know personally. The reason I'm going to share this is because I once got to work at a health center temporarily, and women who I was part of, okay, because we were working with pregnant and lactating women, like abembuto, abakazala, abayonsa. And a mother will tell you, for me, I don't go to hospital for antenatal because there is a thing they do. No, not antenatal, sorry, when it's time to give birth. It's a culture I won't mention, but they put together a fire and a pregnant woman is supposed to squat on it. It helps to induce labor. And I'm like, why are we sitting on a fire? But it's something that works for them, that when they're done with that, the moment they get to the hospital, the baby is out, no time to waste. Let's talk about that. It's a misconception that I found in a culture, and for them it's a thing. Another, they believe when you're pregnant you don't have to bathe, because when you bathe it's a sign that you're cheating on your husband. So 9 months ndiawo mpunyange ekizibu. Yet apparently my husband, to believe that I'm not cheating, I don't have to come for antenatal. 9 months. Very many risks in there. Even I, who is not an expert, I'm thinking 9 months, you're not going for antenatal. But surprisingly, Dr. Elena, it's a myth to some of us.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle to others. So what are some of those misconceptions, and how do we tackle them? Please share.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you for that question. There are quite a number of myths.
There are many.
Depending on the region
Yes.
where you're coming from.
Yes.
Some cut across, some depend on the trimester. But one thing I have to say, as an obstetrician in Kampala, is we cannot run away from culture.
Yeah.
You mentioned something, and I know this is going to shock you, that someone squats on fire, okay? And then that is what they believe in. And she's going to push.
Yes.
Now, I want to say this, that every time we attack culture, we don't really get the results.
Okay.
And this is how we approach myths. When a woman comes, sawa zachi za kuzala, tugenda kola vaginal exam, nosooka nojayo cabbage. Okay? Raw cabbage. Because people believe in these things.
Yes,
First, and these are land people,
Yes.
land from offices.
Yeah.
That is why I'm telling you, culture is very important.
Yes.
Ojamulabira wano Chelena, mukulabira wano ndowooze nti yeyo neyasoma. And then you come, and then I have to first remove herbs, cabbage, dodo, byonna nga mbijjeyo once, and then I'll look at you. You know, culture is very important.
Yeah.
So every time we are faced with those myths, let me start like this. Omukyalo ono, by the way, sogedde ku kya placenta. Ajja kujja ng'avuze emmotoka ye wa Land Cruiser n'akaveera ke. Placenta yange njitwala.
Hey.
And yet it is just a placenta. So there are so many things around it. Ate bimubitta. First of all, omukyalo olina omugamba, okay, this is okay. Wakoze kyaki. Kati awuliraako, you're not an enemy. Nze kyekinyambi. Then let omugjayo mpola mpola. Newansi sekale laba, wataddeyo n'ebintu, ye mwakulirawa, ye muli basiru, ye mubadde muki. You are an enemy.
You're not touching me.
Yeah.
Oh.
So nze we mulaba nga azze ataddeyo kabeji oba azze alina byasibye oba azze n'eccupa ya bbiya mulebawo because the bagamba nti wamala okuzaala ekitagundi nina okusooka okukola ki okunywa bbiya, okay, you ask, okay, nakino nkimanyi by the way olwo abamu abakikola naye kigenda tuyamba kitya. Don't start with kale aba byokola.
You're firstly on their side.
Yes.
You're drawing them in.
First draw them, first become their friend, and
Yes.
then kubanga ne wabasomye. Culture kintu kiri very tricky, and religion.
Kyakuzamanyi.
Yes, religion is also important. Twogedde myths ne waliwo ne religious beliefs.
Yeah.
Nti ye our friends that Jehovah's Witness tebakkiriza kuba waki musaayi. So tagenda kujja omugambira you have to give you blood bichi first accept that yes, I believe in this. This is what you believe in. Katugenda kola tutya. There is also this other option. Kati katusoke neno option eneyo musaayi ebere second. Nti wekigaana. So it's up to you to play with the dynamics when you're treating. You know, but let us first understand women. Understand their religion, understand their culture, understand what they believe. And this goes to the country, wide. The government will struggle and struggle until you understand these dynamics of dealing with women. We won't move, we won't make mileage.
Yes.
Kati waliwo there are some myths that they believe bleeding is normal. Nti olubuto ndulwalirako. Nze embuto zange zonna nzirwalirako. There are those ones who believe like that. Please, it is not normal. You may bleed. Ate akasayi kabeera katono sporting. By the time weba kujjako omusayi nga bugenda kugwamu. So bleeding is not normal. Wobeera ng'ojja amazzi. Ate bambi waliwo abamu, some you've mentioned, like olubuto lwe lusoose tamanyi difference between musulo. So ajja n'agamba Dr. Elena omusulo gumpitamu. Kumbe mazzi ensuwa yafunyeeko olwatika and we are getting infections. Agenda kulwala.
Oh.
That is a maternal emergency. Omukyalo yayinza okulwala n'okufiirwa n'abaana ye n'ebyenda n'omulongoosa n'okozesa antibiotics n'ebigaana. That is a maternal emergency. Ye ng'alowooza musulo.
Tegukoma.
Kumbe nsuwa. Ejja mpola mpola. So omuyambako no kiri noma omukyalo okujja omusulo kubanga mbeera nfukafuka buli kaseera. Hormones za pregnancy. Nate ng'asomye ku Google. Yes, ngagenze ku Google n'asoma. So waliwo ebintu ebimu kati nga oba olubuto tulina oba bwe lubeera nga a particular age oba olina okulusiba oba nekyewagambye like it has to be antenatal can start at 7 months or 6 months. There are people who believe in that. There are quite some myths here and there. I may not have them off head, okay, but there are quite a number of beliefs there that are dangerous. Yes. And we also listen a lot to our colleagues, our mothers-in-law, our singers. We listen a lot to them, but not that they're the source of knowledge. They may help. Naye ate ye experience ye ate talina gikuteeka because you're unique. Yes. And your baby is unique and your journey through pregnancy is different.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. In one of the things that you've made me appreciate about myths, that there are many, according to the region, according to the faith that one carries, according to the way one has grown up, and the people they've been able to interact with in their journey of life, their mothers, their aunties. You've made me appreciate that the myths are going to continue competing with medicines. We just have to find middle ground, and the middle ground is we are drawing in the mother, and when we draw in the mother, we are still able to also bring in what we have on the table. In the long run, we are saving a life, and we are doing away with the emergencies that bring our mothers to die.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Dr.
I'll give you
Elena.
another example.
Yes.
Assuming you come to hospital and you find me, I'm your doctor. I personally, I probably would these are things that happen.
Yes,
We
yes.
can't run away from the mwami ankubye, and mwagala nnyo oba bamunfunira oba I can't even speak about it. And you're pregnant, you come, when I know ina amabwa, okay, or you have wounds, you're bruised all over.
Yeah.
How am I going to approach that? So I want to tell you how, even the psychology of the health worker, the third delay, I'm not going to counsel you. I'm not going even to quit. I inform the police that there's a problem. I'm not even going to counsel you about domestic violence. I'm not going to tell you, okay, can you come with your partner and we talk about this? Because I also experience it. I probably believe in it. I know that is probably how things have to go. I'm your health worker. I don't believe in family planning. Every year. Because I personally, because of my religion, as your gynecologist, I don't believe in family planning. But that is a maternal emergency. You're depleting the nutrients, you're depleting yourself as a woman, and you're even you're putting the next baby in trouble,
in danger.
and even yourself.
Yeah.
Okuzala kumukumu, your uterus, you get uterine fatigue. Then after you get that uterus that is Alabika said, even contraction, you will bleed. So it is wide. It is wide. The way we handle it, economics, then also the maintain of the health worker. So myths have to be handled in a very sensitive way.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So our dear viewers, you've heard a lot of things from Dr. Elena. We're going to have a break.